Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Here I'm again with you, Sukhman Kapoor, and just going to discuss with you the new subject that I'm going to discuss with you first time is political science of class 11th, that is political theory, book number 2. Right, so here I'm with you, chapter number 8, secularism. What's the chapter name? Secularism. So here moving hence to that, here I'm with your book. The chapter is secularism. While reading this word, do you get some contents in your mind? Secularism. Have you heard this word ever again? So guys, we also did this word in class 10th also, and word was secular. It's just secularism and their word was secular. Like India is a secular country. So do you get some idea from there? Secular means it's a state where it's a state or a country which has no particular official religion. It respect all the religions. That is where is that is which is a secular state. So what is secularism? Let's go through this. Though Jews faced discrimination for centuries throughout Europe, in the past state of the Israel Arab minority, both Christians and Muslims are excluded from social, political, and economic benefits available to Jewish citizens. Subtitle forms of discrimination also continue to persist against non-Christian in several parts of the Europe. The condition of the religion minority in the neighboring states of Pakistan and Bangladesh has also generated considerable concern. Such examples remind us of the continuing importance of secularism for the people of the society in the today's world. So guys, secularism, as I have told you, it's a state where the country or state doesn't adopt any official religion as the religion of the country. They just respect all the religion, and in this every citizen has the right to practice any religion, practice worship and any religion. All the religions in that state or country will be respected and will be given same respect. So right, so this is what secularism is. So it's so as we were discussing, why do we need secularism? Why do we need this word secularism? Right, so need here is that, like we have seen in many country, I'll talk about, like many countries are there, I'll talk about Sri Lanka. Right, as we have read in class 10th in the political science first chapter about the Sri Lanka, their religion was Buddhism. They have accepted Buddhism as their official religion, as the minority class was having this religion there. So due to that, so there it created a lot of problem, because the other people, they were like Tamils were there, like when a Muslim Christian were there, they were not given any sort of respect. They were just discriminated, and they were just exploited by the Buddhisms, the class which was in minority. So same in this way, if there is no secularism in a country, then it creates the problem for the citizens of the country who are in minority proposition there. So next topic moving forward of your book is InterReligious Domination. In our own country, the constitution declared that every Indian citizen has the right to live with freedom and dignity in any part of the country. Yet in reality, many forms of exclusion and discrimination continue to persist. Consider three important stark examples. So these are the examples which are going to consider. These three examples, like more than 2,700 six were massacred in Delhi and many other parts of the country in 1984. The family of the victim feel that the guilty were not punished. Right, so see, this is the very famous example. This is the example of 1984, when Indira Gandhi was killed. So I hope everyone knows it. You must be knowing, every one of you. So this was very famous example and everyone know about this incident. So this is to a case where, as we know, that India is a secular country, but why does then this happen if India is a secular country? There's a question mark. So now next is, several thousand of the Hindu Kashmiris Pandit have been forced to leave their homes in the Kashmir Valley. They have not been able to return to their homes for more than 2 decades, right? So this is also very famous example of the Kashmiri Pandits. We all know that they were, actually this is more very crucial example, because in their own country, India is in Hindu, matlab ki it's not because India is a secular country, so we don't say that it's a country of this particular religion or that. I totally mention it that India is a secular country, but we all know that in India Hindus are in majority. But I don't say that, because India is totally a democratic and a secular country. I'm not going to mention it that it's only for Hinduism, but still, if you see, don't make this topic of controversy, right? If anyone is watching my video, then you will say that Hindus, I'm nothing talking about it. Just on this second point I want to discuss that Kashmiri Pandits, they were Pandits, they were Hindus. So, in their own country, where Hindus are in majority, they were forced to leave as a refugees by the Muslims there. I won't mention Muslim particularly there, because they were particularly terrorists there. They could be of any religion, but Hindus were forced to leave the Kashmir. So that's and question mark. I leave this point here only because I think I feel if I'll discuss it on more, it will become a point of controversy. So here moving forward, more than 1,000 person, mostly Muslim, were massacred during the post-Gondra roots in Gujarat in 2002. The surviving member of many of these families could not go back to the village in which they lived. So this was also one of the issue. If you remember, there was an incident in Gujarat. They were massacred post-Gondra roots in Gujarat. Muslims, actually, they were believed that Muslims were responsible for that. I hope you remember in 2002, when I think you all remember when respected Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi was CM there. So this happened there. Now moving forward, what do these examples have in common? They all have to do with the discrimination in one form or the other. In each case, members of the community are targeted and victims on account of their religious identity. In other words, basic freedom to a set of citizens and to set of citizens are denied. Some might even say that these incidents are instances of religious perfection, and they reflect their interreligious dominance. Secularism is the first and the foremost a doctrine that opposes all such forms of the interreligious domination. This is, however, only one crucial aspect of the concept of the secularism. An equally important dimension of secularism is the opposition to interreligious dominance. Let us get deeper into this issue. So, right, this issue is very big, very diverse, because religion, according to me, I'm again and again mentioning, I'm just expressing my thought. I don't want any talk upon this chapter get controversy point, right? So just don't get too deep in your thoughts that I'm saying about any religion, anything, nothing. Secularism chapter पढ़ रहे हैं तो थोड़ा इधर उधर होके अपनी discussion we have to put in it, but I'm not going to at all. My intention is not to get anything controversy point like on religious. So now next topic is intra-religious domination. Some people believe that religion is merely the opinion of the masses, and that one day when the basic needs of all are fulfilled and they lead a happy and contented life, religion will disappear, such as Such as view comes from an arrogant sense of the human potential. It is unlikely that human being will ever be able to fully know the world and control it. We may able to prolong our life, but will never become immortal. Disease can never be entirely eliminated, or nor become immortal, or nor can be we get rid of the element of the accident and luck for a life. Separation and losses are endemic to the human condition, while a large part of our suffering is man-made and hence lamentable. At least some of our suffering is not made by man. Religious art and the philosophy are responses to such suffering. Secularism to accept this, and therefore it is not anti-religious. I think you are clear about this. So this is all about till we did, that is what secularism does to us, right? And why do we need it? Religious, especially in a country, I'm not particularly again and again mentioning, but according to me, this is a great problem in a country, and I'm shocked too. Like, everyone is shocked that India is a secular country, the world, I think the world best secular country, but still there's a great problem of this point there. Great problem. So we'll be discussing this in next class, and I'll meet you soon. Till then, do read it properly, and do express your views. Tell me anything about secularism you have more interesting, and do check out my mistakes and tell me what was my mistake in this video, right? And do put your doubts, right? And hope you enjoyed the video. Next, I'm going to put it soon, but you're not responding, guys. Please, 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 please response. I want nothing but your response. You like or dislike, I don't care, but do comment and tell me what you want. Comment जरूर करो, like करो, dislike करो, I don't give a damn about it. Okay, thank you guys. Bye. Take care. Meet you soon.